Hey guys, this is Will from the Running Injury Free Revolution. So in this video I'm just going to quickly move over the topic of barefoot running. It's something that's talked about all the time in running, and in the past couple of weeks when Vibram as a company have actually been looked at, because in the past they've obviously stated that barefoot running prevents against injuries, and now there's a question as to whether that does. But from my perspective, I just want to share some of my opinion. When I started to run properly, or what I say injury free, I actually started in a pair of Vibrams. So I was starting in a real barefoot sort of shoe. What it basically does is, it doesn't make you a better runner, but it can almost force you to become one. The reason is, the feet are really ticklish. The feet are really ticklish because there's a lot of nerve cells, and those nerve cells provide the proprioception, or feedback, that makes your body react to prevent against injuries. So when I started learning, it gave me a better understanding about my body, and I was able to adapt much faster and learn much quicker, so that was really accelerated. After a while, when I was going longer distances, I then found that when I was going for more than an hour on a hard surface such as a road, then my feet would start to get a bit achy, and that's when I started to adjust into a more comfortable shoe. I still like to wear them in trails sometimes, and on shorter runs. Predominantly though now, I do actually like to wear more of a comfortable shoe, because in my opinion, I think human beings aren't necessarily developed to run properly on hard surfaces like concrete. And I always say to people, if a tiger ran on concrete, they would most likely have injury issues as well. Barefoot running is really, really important in running. However, people have to understand that there's room for both barefoot running and comfortable shoes as well. And it's not black and white. And I believe you can run injury-free in any pair of shoes. One of the things that's really important to understand is, running basically has been evolving a lot, particularly over the last 40 years, particularly in terms as well into manufacturing. And people have started to develop more comfortable shoes with thicker soles. The thicker a sole, basically, the less feedback you get. And that has started to create really lazy runners, particularly in Western cultures. So when people think that a comfortable shoe is going to prevent against their injury, quite often it does the reverse. And there's a lot of studies that have showed that trend. One of the things I like to do is, on a longer run, I'll actually take a really comfortable pair of road shoes, a neutral shoe that's fairly comfortable, and then put on a barefoot shoe for the last hour or so, and that really promotes an influx of understanding for those final stages, and that's something that I really like to do. I think wearing a bit of comfort in your footwear can be really helpful as well, particularly from certain footwear perspective. Certain foot injuries, like plantar fasciitis, metatarsalgia, Morton's neuroma, those sorts of issues, particularly around the middle of the foot. I always find that having a bit of comfort in that area is really, really nice. So that's kind of my opinion on barefoot running. I'm not a barefoot or a comfortable shoe lover. I think you can run in both of those. There's room for both, and you can run injury-free in both as well. But the most crucial thing is, never let your footwear be the only thing that prevents you from injuries. Always rely on your body to do that for you, and that's going to make you a better runner, because regardless of what you're wearing, or whether a pair of shoes has run out and starting to wear away, you'll always be injury-free regardless, and that's why I got 7,000 Ks out of my last pair of shoes. So thanks again guys, this is a quick insight from myself, and this is Will from the Running Injury Free Revolution. Check out more videos at www.rifrev.com.